home and looking at where everything will be. Inshallah, we will be offering this opportunity to all members of the community. There are some health and safety requirements that have to be obviously taken place, but we will be taking small groups of between 5 and 10 people, and Rizwan Bairamji will be coordinating this. So if you'd be interested in having a look at the progress so far and perhaps going onto site, please get in touch with him and he will organize this. But please bear with him that it is going to be a little bit of a slow process because we can't take a lot of people at the same time because of health and safety concerns. As you're aware, in the last AGM, our members passed a resolution asking the building committee to pursue the second floor of the Imam Barga at the same time as the current construction work. Since then, the building committee has been working hard with our consultants to explore the viability of this and conducting a thorough impact assessment. Today, I'm pleased to inform you that we have finalized this with our consultants and contractor, and we have now decided to proceed with the construction of the second floor along with the ground and the first floor. The additional costs will be 1.4 million, which is well within the 2 million approved at the AGM, and this will cover creating a basic shell with further internal works that can be done later on as time and funds allow. The main benefit of getting this done now, as opposed to doing it later, is the 20% VAT savings that we make, which will not be possible in the future. In addition, getting this done at a future point would cause significant inconvenience, such as the roof for the first floor, which would have to be replaced as well. So it makes more sense to get at least the basic shell done right now before it gets, we get to the end of the project. So whilst this means that there will be additional 30% capacity from the buildings, it obviously means that the timescales and costs have gone up. The original deadline for the completion of the ground and the first floor was December 2024. Now this will be moved to July 2025. And this was because of the additional construction time and some minor delays that we have experienced during this construction project. Brothers and sisters, a project of this size requires significant effort and time to ensure all components are being undertaken appropriately. Members of the building committee meet at least once a week at a minimum to review outstanding points and ensure these are appropriately addressed. I would like to thank our professional consultants for their hard work and cooperation, and also my team for standing by me and doing a sterling job. I also wish to thank all of you for your kind words and support. They have been extremely encouraging, and you have no idea how it spurs us on, especially when things are difficult or we hit a spot when we need that encouragement. And thank you very much for giving us that encouragement. From a fundraising perspective, we do have a lot that needs to be done. Taking into account the additional costs of the second floor, we need to raise 4.4 million to complete the project. After having paid numerous costs so far, we currently have 1.3 million pounds in the bank, and based on our cost schedules, this will be used up in the next 6 months. I therefore kindly urge you all, please donate, please do whatever you can do, as we have a Khums Ijaza and we have a direct debit scheme, and please do not be late to earn your Sawab Jariyah. Please consider signing direct debit forms, and these can be accessed via the website or at the Treasurer's desk. Any donation, however small, is always welcome and very, very helpful. Finally, as you're aware, we also have been trying to explore the option of the sports hall, as this would be the next phase of our project and in making our center an all-encompassing one. Unfortunately, the intensity of the work with the current constructions means that we are unable to focus on this. But we have identified some very clear steps that need to be performed to enable this. We have some clear steps that need to be performed to enable this. If anyone is available to help and support us with this, please get in touch with myself or any member of the building committee. Thank you very much for listening to me. Please recite a Surah Fatiha for all our marhumeens. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rizwan, for that update. Inshallah, just before the majlis, I've been requested by the Adult Islamic Education Subcommittee to do a small presentation in honoring Sheikh Nuru for his services and his efforts in running the Monday classes. Sheikh Nuru has been running the Monday Tafsir classes for a very, very long time. And the AIE subcommittee would like to honor Sheikh Nuru for running the classes. So if I can kindly welcome Sheikh to please come forward. And if I can kindly welcome Ghulam Basmullah Qasim to please to come forward and present Sheikh with a small token. As well in the ladies, they'd like to honor Sister Fatima Khoja for also facilitating and helping with the running of the classes on Monday. So if I can kindly ask Sister Fatima to also please come forward in the ladies, and our chair lady Husna Aunty Kimji to please present Fatima with the token. So let's invite all of them forward with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Thank you so much, Sheikh, for your efforts. Inshallah, I'll be keeping the envelope because you are going straight onto the mimbar. Just before you go onto the mimbar, can I please kindly ask Mu'mineen to come forward? The hall is already busy at the back and people are still coming in. We haven't still started the majlis. So let's come forward with another salawat. Ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Thank you so much. Let's have another 3 salawats to welcome Sheikh for tonight's majlis. Salu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Your volume will be high.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله، ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. طب القلوب ودوائها ونور أبصارها، وعلى أهل بيته الذين ذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. ما صل على محمد. يقول الرسول الأكرم صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم: اللهم صل على محمد. أنا وعلي أبوا هذه الأمة. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. For the love of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen, with the loudest of our voices, صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad wa atil farjan. For the purification of our heart and hastening of the reappearance of our beloved, the 12th Imam, with the loudest of our voices, Sallu ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Once again, mu'mineen and mu'minat, we thank Almighty Allah for giving us this amazing moment to celebrate the birth anniversary of our beloved, the first Imam, Imam Amirul Mu'mineen, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa Muhammad. Felicitations goes to the Imam of our time on this beautiful and auspicious occasion. And secondly, felicitations to our great scholars, Maraji'. And thirdly, felicitations to each and every one of you, mu'mineen and mu'minat, lovers and the followers of Ahlulbait alayhimus salam. Mu'mineen and mu'minat, the tradition I've just quoted, no doubt is a known tradition, if not to all of us, but to most of us. It is a tradition from our beloved Prophet, highlighting on the profound virtues of Imam Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam. The Holy Prophet said, I and Ali are the fathers of this nation. Now, departing from this beautiful tradition, the topic I would like to discuss is a very practical topic tonight, something I feel each and every one of us will have something to remind him or herself, or something to take away with. So the topic is Ali alayhi salam, the father of this nation. Now the examination is of the following stages. The first stage, we will look at the status of a father within the religion of Islam. Because we often hear the status of a mother or woman within the religion of Islam. And to us, tomorrow is International Father's Day. And so it's crucial we remind ourselves of the status of a father as per the dictate of the Holy Quran and the traditions of the Holy Prophet and Ahlulbait. Second stage of the examination, we will look at Imam Amirul Mu'mineen as a father. What was his relationship with his sons and daughters? And what lessons I and you can take from the fatherhood of Imam Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Third stage of the examination, we will then discuss Imam Ali as a husband. How was he as a husband? It's easy for I and you to say we love Imam Ali. But then when I look at the way I handle my situations, contrary to the way Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen was. So it's important we sometimes pause and reflect and ask ourselves, this great Imam that I follow, how did he even live his life? Am I living my life the way this Imam lived his life? Or my life is contrary to the way the Imam lived his life? And then the last stage of our examination tonight, we will then look at Imam Ali as the father of this nation, meaning the nation of our beloved prophets. So first stage of the examination, kindly, I beg you pay attention, brothers and sisters. The status of a father within the religion of Islam. You see, we all know, all of us here, Islam is a holistic way of life, in the sense that it provides us at least with general guiding principles on how to live our lives. Mother or woman has a status within the religion of Islam. And we all know that profound tradition of our beloved Prophet, that heaven is beneath the feet of our mothers. And also that tradition we all know very well. When that gentleman went to the Holy Prophet and asked the Holy Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, when I'm blessed, who is the first person to show kindness to show generosity to? Prophet said, number one, your mother. Second, he said, your mother. Third, he said, your mother. Fourth, then he said, your father. So likewise, a gentleman went to Imam Jafar Sadiq. He said, I'm in trouble, my Imam. Life is not going well for me. Is there any advice for me to change my life? Imam looked at him and asked him, are your parents alive or not? He said, no, my mom is no more in this world, but my father is alive. Imam looked at him and said, rush to your father and seek the blessings, because that is your vehicle to success. When he left, Imam looked at his companions. He said, I wish his mother is alive. So mother, a status is there. Now, let's look at a father, so that we appreciate our fathers, whether alive or dead. And I have this view. Men or fathers are not always wrong, and women and wives are not always right. Because we live in a world when a woman cries, systems listen to women. But when a man cries, systems take long to listen to a man. That's the reality of the life we live in. And so look at Quran first. There are a few verses I will share with you. Kindly, if you have time, reflect on these verses. The first groups of verses are verses that are discussing men and women, meaning fathers and mothers. First one, chapter 17, verse 23, is a known verse. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. It's a known verse. Allah decreed that you do not worship anyone but Him, and thereafter Him, be kind to your parents. So here, father, mother. First status of a father. Allah Ta'ala beautifully explained that the kindness simply means what? Reach out to them before they even ask you. Don't wait for them to ask you. When you wait for them to ask you and you do, that is not ihsan. Another ayah, very simple ayah, really you know very well, Surah Al-Luqman, Quran 31, verse number 14. وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ. It's a very beautiful ayah, like the one we just quoted. That Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala admonish insan to be what? To be kind to his parents. Meaning reach out to your mother, reach out to your father. So father is included here. Now the third one is a very unique ayah. Quran 4, verse 34, Surah An-Nisa. I'm sure good number of us here came across this ayah. Ar-rijalu kawwamuna ala nisa. There are some wrong translations of this verse. Some translations, men are superior over women. That's wrong. The way Allah created, men are not superior over women, and women are not superior over men. Men and women are not equal as per the teachings of Allah Ta'ala. It depends on the responsibilities each and every one of us is tasked with. But getting to Allah, yes, we have level playing field. If woman is smarter than the man, she gets to Allah before man. If man is smarter than the woman, he gets to Allah before her. As mystics will mention, woman represent Jamali of Allah and man represent Jalali of Allah. So you need Jamal and Jalal to build a house. You need Jamal and Jalal to build a community. You need Jamal and Jalal to build a state. You need Jamal and Jalal to build a country. Jamal alone is not enough. Jamal and then Jalal alone is not enough. Now this ayah, what does it mean? Qawwam min qiyama, qiwam. Meaning what? Men are the protectors of women. Men are the securities over women. And hence, when you look at Islam and some of the Islamic laws, you realize that those laws are manifestations of this security. That you as a father, you as the man of the house, You are expected by Allah to be the security and the protection for your family. Look at some dimensions here. First dimension, Islam comes out and said, woman, you cannot go out of your house without the permission of your husband. This has nothing to do with superiority. This has to do with security. You have to protect her because she may be vulnerable. You have to take care of her. It's a status. That security is a status to a man who appreciates and recognizes that. Not to that man who abuses it. Another dimension. A daughter cannot get married without the permission of her father. Security. الرجال كوامون على النساء. Men are protectors of the women because man is jalali. Woman is jamali. That is why Allah says protect them. So daughter, don't get married without the permission of your father, unless if the father's reason is un-Islamic. In that case, you don't have to waste your time with him. There are ways of doing it. Look at another ayah, brothers and sisters. Kindly, you are requested to come forward. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Another ayah, mu'minin and mu'minat, is Surah Al-Balad, Quran 90, verse number 3. Look at this ayah. Allah says, وَوَالِدٌ وَمَا وَلَدْ. It's an oath. Allah said, I swear by the father and what he has given birth to. Some said father here refers to Adam. You need to many tafsir. And then walad mean all of us. Some said father here refers to Ibrahim because that's la uqsimu bihadha al-balad. So since it's talking of that balad, the holy city, then wa walidun wa ma walad. That walid refers to Ibrahim alayhi salam. That Ibrahim is all our father, and then we are the sons of Ibrahim alayhi salam. But the point here is what? Allah also says, I swear by the Father. That shows also another maqam for a father, another status for a father from the teachings of Islam and from the Holy Quran, which is of great importance. Now look at another ayah, mu'minin and mu'minat. You know what Allah says? Udu'uhum li'abaihim. Call them by their father's name, meaning children. Because this during Jahiliyyah, they wouldn't call people by their father's name. Typical example of Zaid. The Holy Prophet, of course, married the mother of Zaid. You know very well, Harifa. Now he's under the care of the Prophet, so they will call him Zaid ibn Muhammad. Ayah says no. Call him by his father's name, because the father is his identity. That is close to justice in the sight of Almighty Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. That's also another status for a father who recognizes that. Not a father who is not responsible. Islam is a balanced religion. Islam is not one-sided. Look at this tradition. This tradition is from the Holy Prophet. You know what Prophet said? Al-walidu awsatu abwabil jannah. Fa in shi'ta fa'adi' aw ihfazhu. Awsat bimana khair. He said, father is the best part of the door of heaven. Tradition, heaven under the feet of our mothers. Father, you are the best part of the doors of heaven, as per the tradition of the Holy Prophet. You know what the tradition says? You sons and daughters, if you wish, destroy this door. And if you wish, protect the door. Meaning what? If you wish to go to heaven, you can also go to heaven through your father. Now we are all tonight because of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen. Look at what Amir al-Mu'mineen said when it comes to a father. And those of you who have read Risalat al-Huquq of Imam Zain al-Abidin, then you compare with it. Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen said, Inna lil-walidi ala al-waladi haqqa. Walil-waladi ala al-walidi haqqan. He said, indeed, father has right over his children, over his child. And child has right over his father. But I mean, look at the rights. Imam said, أن يطيعه في كل شيء إلا في معصية الله سبحانه. It is the right of a father for a child, son, daughter, to follow and obey, except when it comes to sinning against Allah. You can't obey your parents when they ask you to go against Allah. Like mom tells you, remove hijab. If you are convinced, don't remove. Like dad want to smoke something which is unlawful, and you there, don't do, stay away. No, mom is abusive, dad is abusive. You can't tolerate that. But Amir al-Mu'mineen is telling us, it is the right of our fathers over us, wallah, to obey them, to listen to them. But of course, fathers cannot also abuse that within the religion of Islam. Then he said, the right of a child over his father, of course, Imam Ali said, number one is for the father to give the child the best of all names, good names. Number two is to perfect the akhlaq of your child. And number three is to teach your child how to recite Quran. But now you know what Imam Zain al-Abidin said? Beautiful. This, you know, you read Risalat al-Huquq. وَحَقُّ أَبِيكَ فَأَنْ تَعْلَمَ أَنَّهُ أَصْلُكَ. He said, the right of your father, you should know, he is your root. Your father is your source. But you know what Imam said? Imam Zain al-Abidin said, فَأَلَمْ وَلَوْلَاهُ لَمْ تَكُنْ. Note that if it wasn't of your father, you are not going to be here in this world. Because mother the same. Because father transfer it to the mother, and mother carries it for 9 months, and then you are here. But Imam Zain al-Abidin said, فَمَهْمَا رَحَيْتَ فِي نَفْسِكَ مَا يُعْجِبُكَ فَأَلَمْ أَنَّ أَصْلَ النِّعْمَةِ عَلَيْكَ فِيهِ. He said, whenever you see any good, any greatness in you, you as son and daughter, note that the source and the root of that blessing is your father. Allahu Akbar. Then he said, فَحْمِدِ اللَّهِ وَاشْكُرُهُ عَلَى قَدْرِ ذَلِكَ وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. He said, thank Allah for your father. Praise Allah for your father. And know that the power only belongs to Allah, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So from the Islamic perspective, father also has his rights. Today, unfortunately, there are situations where either fathers or mothers are denied access to their children. Some rightly so, some I'm not sure. There are fathers who have not seen their sons and daughters for many years, and they can't because they are barred by law. Maybe the mother caused that. Rightly so. I'm not here to say this is right, this is wrong, but I've got a message here. And there are situations where fathers are denying mothers access to their children for whatever reason. Islam, my dear brothers and sisters, is very clear. Abuse is red line. If a father is abusive and the well-being of a child is in danger, you can't allow the father to be with the child. Likewise, if mother is abusive and the well-being of a child is in danger, you can't. But what I would like to say to fathers and mothers, may Allah forbid khidana hast. If marriage is not going well, we should avoid using our children to gain points against one another. Father has right, mother has right. Father is father, mother is mother. Some what they do, unfortunately, not to take long because I've got some more point to discuss later on. For whatever reason, they deny father seeing his children. Some for whatever reason, they deny mother seeing her children. My point is here. Make sure you are clear in your conscience, and on the day of Qiyamah, you'll also be clear to say to Allah, I can put my hand on a heart, denying him access to the children or denying her access to the children. It was something authentic, not because of any animosity. If you can respond that in the court of Allah, then fine. This is a challenge. But if you're abusive, you can't tolerate that. You need to take it on. The person has to be stopped in a court of law. But if it's not to that level, fear Allah in the way we treat each other. You know, somebody was getting married. Some years ago. And he said to his wife, "May I want to treat you Islamically. I don't want to follow anything." So she said to him, "If you want to go Islam, let's go Islam. If you want to go law, let's go law." But the point I'm trying to make here is that some of us, we follow the law of the land for convenience sake, and sometimes we follow Islamic law for convenience sake. When it is in my benefit, Islam, Islam, Islam. If it's not in my benefit, law, law, law. Decide what you want and be ready to answer in the court of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Because once you go law, you have to follow. You have to follow the rule of law. Now, this first stage of the examination. So we all have a right over those sons and daughters. Whatever happens, so long as it's not to the level of abuse, let us respect one another and give each other access to the sons and daughters. Otherwise, we'll be questioned on the day of Qiyamah. Second stage of the examination, Imam Ali as a father. How was he as a father? Because Imam Ali had 27 children. What was his relationship with his sons and daughters? So as a lover of Imam Amir al-Mu'minin Ali, you need to know this, so that you follow the footsteps of Imam Amir al-Mu'minin in this regard. You see, Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam had a very solid and loving relationship with his children. They would sit and talk. They would sit and discuss. And I'll give you a few examples. And then I'll mention three main things that Imam Amir al-Mu'minin focused when it came to his relationship with his sons and daughters. Something I and you should take on board. First example of that relationship. You know, one day, Sayyidah Zainab was sitting next to her father. And she asked the father, "Oh, father, do you love us?" He said, "Yes, of course, I love you. Wa antum thamaratu fuadi." Because you are the comfort of my heart. Then Sayyidah Zainab said to the father, "But love is only for Allah. For us, is to show mercy, but love only we have to show to Allah. Amirul Mu'minin said, indeed, you are my beloved daughter. But the garage for me here is what is that opportunity to have this sort of conversation with your daughter, with your son. Through that, you are instilling virtues and values in that son. It's like that hikayah, that story. Imam Amir was sitting with Sayyidah Zainab. He said to Zainab, say one, wahid. Then she said wahid. Then he said to her, say ithnain, two. Then Zainab refused to say two. Amir al-Mu'minin asked Zainab, why not saying two? She said, Allah is one, I don't want to say two. But of course, Amir al-Mu'minin taught her. Even in Kufa, he would go to the mosque, coming back home, he would find Zainab teaching Quran and tafsir in the house. That is why you realize in the holy month of Ramadan, his iftar every night was in one of the houses of his sons and daughters. This night would be this house, that night will be that house. This was the relationship Amir al-Mu'minin built with his sons and daughters. And hence, when it comes to defending Islam, those he will put in front were his sons before anyone else. Not today. Not today. Imam led his sons and daughters by examples. Now there are three things he did. Kindly look at these three things. The first thing he did towards his sons and daughters was they call unsurun adabi. Imam instilled discipline in his children. I quoted this before. He would sit with Imam Hassan alayhi salam, and he said to him, oh my beloved son, the heart of a young child is like a fertile ground. Whatever you put in, it grows. So therefore I rushed in instilling discipline in you before you get exposure to the world. Imam Hassan. Amir al-Mu'minin taught them how to eat, how to wash a hand, how to greet with right hand, not left hand. How not when walking with an elderly person, not to be in front of an elderly person, but behind. Discipline. Amir al-Mu'minin, look the life of Imam Ali. He taught them discipline. But this also mean, that's number one. Number two, he taught them knowledge. Narration tells us he would take them to the mosque where the revelations were coming down to our beloved prophets. And when they would go back home, Sayyidah Fatima would ask them one after the other, repeat what you heard in the mosque of the prophet when it comes to Quran. Imam Ali. That's why you know what Imam Jafar said? Allimu abna'akum min ilmina ma yantafi'un la tasbikumul murja'a. Allah. Imam Jafar said, teach your children from our knowledge what will benefit them before they are exposed to the world. Exactly what Imam Ali did with Ma'sumin. Imam Hassan Hussein, they are Ma'sumin. But Amir al-Mu'minin would hold their hands, mosque of the prophet, sit here, listen to the wahi. When you go home, repeat to your mother. Now one day, Imam al-Hassan came back home, sitting next to Sayyidah Fatima. And Sayyidah Fatima kept asking him, repeat, repeat, repeat. This is our Imams. All of a sudden, Imam Hassan stopped. Sayyidah Fatima asked him why. He said, no, the main person is behind me standing. Who? Imam Amir al-Mu'minin. He said, I cannot recite Quran in the presence of my father. Third, he taught them social skills. How to deal with people. How to reach out to people. Imam Ali did that to his sons and daughters. And you know the famous ayah, يُوفُونَ بِالنَّذْرِ وَيَخَافُونَ يَوْمًا كَانَ شَرُّهُ مُسْتَطِيرًا وَيُطْعِمُونَ الطَّعَامَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ مِسْكِينًا وَيَتِيمًا وَأَسِيرًا. إنما نطعمكم لوجه الله لا نريد منكم جزاء ولا شكورا. He taught them. I'm mentioning these, brothers and sisters, so that we can also reflect on our modus operandi when it comes to upbringing and take cues and inspirations from Imam Ali. Otherwise, on the day of Qiyamah, what sort of sons and daughters are you presenting to Sayyidah Fatima? So that's Ali alayhi salam as a father. Imam Ali alayhi salam as a husband. We always hear Sayyidah Fatima as a wife. How was he? Somebody stops you as a Shia of Ali, salamullah alayh. How was your Imam as a husband? Because Imam was so busy, was super busy. Did he reach out to Sayyidah Fatima or not? And how did he do so? I'm going to give you some practical tips on this. And please, if you have time, do your own research. Don't take it on a silver platter. Do your own research. Number one, approach of Imam Ali to marital relationship is that this marriage is my way to Allah. That's it. Fatima for me is to get close to Allah. And Fatima alayhi salam also held Amir al-Mu'mineen as her way to Allah. That's why when the Holy Prophet asked her, how is your husband? She said, khayru zawjin. Said the best husband. And he himself mentioned in that non-tradition, Fatima became an assistant to be more obedient to Allah. Masum, first Imam ever created on earth after the Holy Prophet. He said, Fatima made me more obedient to Allah. Is my wife like that? Is my husband like that? Let's go back to drawing board. That's one. You know what's number two? This number two, I will mention so many things here. They cooperated, Imam Ali and Fatima. And that cooperation was designed by the Holy Prophet. When they got married, Prophet sat next to them. Ali, firewood, you'll bring firewood from outside. Ali, salamullah alayhi, you'll bring water from outside. Ali alayhi salam, you will sweep. Fatima, you will cook. You will grind. You will take care of children. Fatima said, I've never been happier in my life than that day. Cooperation. What I would like to say here, look at the type of life we live today. There are houses where women are the main breadwinners. You agree with me or not? We have. Samaji. Barabar. Yeah. There are houses like that, where women are the main breadwinners. Now you find this man, I don't know from which Asman is coming from. If woman is the main breadwinner, then you need to sit in the house and look after the house. You become the Minister of Interior. But not become bossy. No, you have to come back. No, there's nothing like that in Islam. It's about cooperation. If she is the main breadwinner, then internal affairs, you need to play your part properly, not just adjusting. Likewise, really, if the husband is the main breadwinner, you also need to play your part. Bottom line, taking care of the house and children is daunting. It's draining. It's not easy. But also in this capitalist world we live in, to bring bank balances is also daunting. Without the woman looking after the children in the house, you will not have it easy, my brother. Likewise, without the man going out there to bring money, my dear sister, you will not have it easy. What am I trying to say? Cooperation and supporting each other. Fatima salamullah alayha, Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, they shared the work. And they all played their part. And that is how it should be. I know there are men who, when they go out 7 a.m., they come back 9 p.m. And I know women, they wake up Fajr, they don't sleep until school is closed. These are tough. It's not easy. Each one is not easy. So we need to support each other by following the footsteps of Imam Amir and the Lady of Light. That is why I sit and I encourage you all, my dear brothers and sisters, especially those who are aspiring to get married. You know, we have these antenup contracts. It helps a lot when you get into marriage and things are not working well. May Allah forbid. We hope things work well. But before you get married, signing those contracts, especially in this part of the world where we live in, is crucial, it's important, it helps you. Because you are able to put certain conditions out of your own free will. Once both of you agree, then you move on with your life. It's about cooperation. It's not like I am better or you are better. I am bringing more money. I am spending more time. No, it's about cooperation. And when we cooperate with love, respect, and understanding, then we will be able to claim that we are representing the true school of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. So that's number 2. Number 3, Amir al-Mu'mineen approach to marriage is what? Respect. Respect. Imam is indeed our role model. He respected his wife. The fact that you brought her and gave her a visa means nothing. How many leave women in limbo? It's a reality. And I gave you the visa, the citizenship I gave you. And so what? فَإِمْسَاكُمْ بِمَعْرُوفٍ أَوْ تَسْرِيقٌ بِإِحْسَانٍ, Quran says. If you want to stay with your wife, stay with them in kindness. You don't want to stay, release them nicely, beautifully, with respect. I'm paying the bills, and so what? That's your duty, to pay the bill. But there was respect between the two of them. Kindly allow me, I've got just 5 minutes to finish. You know, when they got married, Prophet sat with both of them. You know what he said to Imam Ali? Udkhul baytak warfaq bi zawjatik waltuf biha fa innaha bid'atun minni yu'limuni ma yu'limuha. Allahu Akbar. Prophet said to Imam Ali, now Ali, go to your house. Like when you get married, they define Ali ke chane wale koshi se malate. Now, mashallah, you ask them, where are you going? No, we book some place somewhere. Imam Amir Mu'minin Prophet said, now udkhul baytak. Now go to your house, Ali. They've already sent Sayyidah Fatima to the house. But then look at the advice of our beloved Prophet. Warfaq bi zawjatik. Befriend your wife, Rafiki. In Swahili, Sheikh Mustafa Java, Rafiki in Sindio, befriend your wife. She's not lower than you are not higher than her. And then you know what Prophet said? Waltuf biha, be kind to her, be kind, Habibi. But then Prophet said, فَإِنَّهَا بِدْعَةٌ مِّنِّي, because she is part of me. Whatever pains Fatima pains me. Obviously, Amir al-Mu'minin wouldn't pain Fatima. But Prophet is teaching us, Iyaka a'ani wasma ya jari. Prophet is teaching I and you. You taking that girl from her father. That's why fathers and mothers cry on the weddings of their daughters. You are taking part of them to your house. But you know what Imam Ali said? Wallahi ma aghdabtuha. He said, I have never angered Fatima ever since we got married. Then he said, وَلَا أَكْرَأَتُهَا عَلَىٰ أَمْرٍ qattun abada. I have never imposed anything on Fatima. Never. Let's empathize with our wives. She can't do. Don't force. Likewise, wife, empathize with the man. He's busy out there trying to make ends meet. Empathize with one another. Imam Ali said, Wallah, I've never imposed anything on Fatima. You love Ali? Salamullah alayhi. Follow him. It's not a words of mouth, it's action. But then he said about Fatima, Wallahi ma aghdabtani, ma abghadtani. Wallahi, she has never angered me. Wala asat li amran. She has never gone against whatever I ask. وكنت إذا نظرت إلى وجهها تنكشف عني الهموم والغموم. Allahu Akbar. I mean, we said, Wallahi, whenever I looked at the face of Fatima, I forgot every pain of my life. That's how marriage should be, Habibi. That's how it should be, Ogadnan. That's our Imam. That's why we follow him. Because he's a role model in every aspect of our life. Just give me 3 minutes, I will be done, inshallah, because this red thing is coming now. I asked them to put it, by the way. Because I know Maulana, sometimes they can talk too much. So that's Imam Ali. And then the last thing we learn from the is married Ali, alayhi salam, as a husband is what? For him and Bibi Fatima, it's all about perfection. So they will always sit and discuss. Even when there was no food in the house. When there was a struggle in the house. He would say to Fatima, why don't you go and see your father? Maybe he will give us some help. And then she would go to the father. And Fatima would see people sitting next to the father. And she wouldn't say anything to the father. And she would go back home. Amirul Mu'minin would ask her, Fatima, have you seen your dad? Have you spoken to him or not? She said, no, they were people. Then the father realized she wanted to say something, but because of people she couldn't. He rushed to the house. Then Imam Ali said, let me tell you, Ya Rasulullah, there's no food in the house. There's nothing. Then he said, okay, I'm going to give you what is better than dunya and akhirah. You know it was tasbih Fatima to Zahra. But this is a lesson to say, you know what? Make perfection your motto, your anthem, your vehicle in that marriage. And in conclusion, Imam Ali as the father of this ummah. Because Ana wa Aliyun Aba wa Hadihil Ummah. He and the Holy Prophet. They are our spiritual fathers. It's like your teacher. You know, Prophet said, whoever teaches you Alif. Alif. You know what is Alif? Alif. B. من علمك حرفا واحدا مما تحتاج إليه في الدين فهو أبوك في الدين. Whoever teaches you just one letter you need in your religion, that person is your father in religion. Prophet said, if he likes, he makes you a slave. It's a metaphor. So Amir al-Mu'minin is our spiritual father. Like they always say, Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Aba Abdullah here is not just referring to Abdullah Radi, Ali al-Asghar. That's one version. Another version, no. Aba Abdullah is the spiritual father of the ummah of our beloved Prophet. Now, but Imam Ali, how was he a father? Just a few points to reflect on. Number one, Imam Ali was brave, and he expects his lovers and followers to be brave. Especially when it comes to haram. In the face of haram and injustice, Amirul Mu'minin wants us to be brave. That's why he said, لو أوتيت الأقاليم السبعة بما تحت أفلاكها على أن أعصي الله في نملة أجلبها جلب شعيرة ما فعلت ذلك. He said, Wallah, if I'm given 7 heavens with all that is inside, to sin Allah by just snatching grain of a barley from an ant, I, Ali, will never do that. Fairness and justice. situation never shook Amir al-Mu'minin's justice and bravery. That's why he said, لو كان المال لي لساويت بينهما فكيف والمال مال الله. When they came to me in Kufa, and they said, you know, Ali, these Umayyad are disturbing you too much. Just give them something from Baytul Mal and you are free. Imam Ali said, Wallah, even if this money is for me, I will take 3, you will take 3, each will take 3. Let alone is the money of Allah. Homs Baytul Mal. That's one. Look at number 2. Number 2 lesson he teaches his children. Imam Ali maintained the status quo, Habibi. What do I mean? Regardless of your position, don't let your position get here. If it gets here, you will sin against Allah Tabarak, and you will apportion wealth which you're not supposed to apportion. Wallah. You know Baytul Mal, who was in charge of Baytul Mal during Imam Ali? Only him and Kambar, no one else. He would have put Imam Hassan there. He would have put, but it was only Imam Ali and Kambar. Read the history. They were the only 2 in charge of Baytul Mal. Hence, when Akil came to Imam Ali, he said, now you are in charge. Give us some money. Imam Ali said, come out, let's go to Hira. There's a small village called Hira. He said, come. They went out. Those shoppers, the businessmen, they finished. They closed all their stocks. Imam Ali said, can we go and open and take something? Akil said to Imam Ali, do you want me to burn in fire? Imam Ali said, how are you going to burn in fire? He said, but when we take their stuff while they are not there, we are stealing. Then Imam Ali said, that is what you are asking me to do. That's Ali. When Talha and Zubair came, then Harb Jamal happened. What happened? He said to them, I take 3 dinar or dirham, you take 3. Everyone take 3. The fact that I am in, I will not take more than anyone there. That's Ali for you. Number 3, lesson we learn. Ali's words matched his actions. Today I may sit here and say, oh, but my actions completely opposite. Opposite. Imam Ali, no. His actions matches his words. That's why we said people are of 3 types. Either God-fearing scholars, or those who are learning to salvation, and those who are just escorting the caravan. And lastly, Imam Ali always ensured equity, equality. Wallah, he never segregates. Favoritism was not in Imam Ali's encyclopedia. During the time of second Khalifa Umar, Imam Ali had a weapon. So he met someone, and the person said, no, this weapon is mine, it's not yours, Ali. The person was not budging, the person was challenging Imam Ali. Okay, they went to the then Khalifa Umar. So Umar called the name of the person, sit here. And then when he was calling Ali, he said, Abul Hassan. Imam Ali said, no, stop, no. You call him by his name, call me by name, by my name, Ali ibn Abi Talib. Don't call me Abul Hassan, because that's a status. He said, don't call me that. That is Imam Ali. So mu'minin and mu'minat, this is his khoshali. Let's learn from him. If there is one Imam that we have abundant resources about, is Imam Ali. We have unlimited resources about Imam Ali. May Allah forgive us, inshallah. May Allah forgive our marhumin, inshallah. Our brother Samir, you know, he lost his mercy. May Allah grant a Jannat al-Firdausa. Mu'minin and mu'minat who are not well, may Allah cure them with his cure, inshallah. May Allah fulfill our hajat, inshallah. And we pray for our Palestinian brothers and sisters. May Allah intervene on their behalf. We also have our brother Abbas Bandali in London, who departed this world while he was in Dubai. May Allah forgive him and grant him Jannat al-Firdaus. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين.
sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajum. Our congratulations, our felicitations, and our salutations to the master of our time, Imam al-Mahdi ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajum. As we celebrate the grand Wiladat anniversary of a man like no other, the man who gave charity as he bowed, the one who walked away from marhab, the one who slept in the Prophet's bed, the one who didn't run away, the one who counseled his enemies, the peak of eloquence, the champion at Badr, Uhud, Khandaq, and Hunain, the father of the youth of paradise, the one who was begged to lead the ummah, the dot under the ba, the Naba'ul Azim, the one and only to be born inside the Holy Kaaba. If that's not enough, let's turn to the Holy Quran. He is mentioned in chapter 2, verse 207, or maybe chapter 7, verse 81, or 2082, or 58:12. If that's not enough, how about chapter 13, verse 43, or 60c4? I can go on and go on, but let's mention chapter 5, verse 55, chapter 33, verse 33. Yes, that is him, Nafsul Rasul, Amir al-Mu'mineen, wa Imam al-Muttaqeen, Madhhar al-Ajaib, Asadullah al-Ghalib, Ghalib ala kulli Ghalib, Maulana Ali ibn Abi Talib, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. On such a joyous occasion, I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the Executive Committee, all our volunteers, to wish you all a very, very joyous Kushali Mubarak and a very happy Father's Day. On this auspicious occasion, the Jamaat takes great pleasure in announcing the following engagement. The engagement of Abid Hussain, son of Muhammad Ali and Sabira Ballu of Birmingham, to Zainab, daughter of Shamshir and Khudaija Mauji of Mombasa. The families have made generous contributions to various Jamaat funds, which I accept with grateful thanks on behalf of the Jamaat. I would like to say a congratulations to the couple and their families, and we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless the engagement and make the union a prosperous, a happy, and an everlasting union. With a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajum. The Jamaat has also received the following wedding invitation. All mu'mineen are kindly requested to attend the nikah ceremony of Sadiqa, daughter of Dr. Rizwan and Nishat Hamir of Birmingham, to Zishan, son of Zafar and Zainab Haider Ali of London, that will inshallah take place here at our Al-Abbas Islamic Center transition halls on Saturday the 17th of February, commencing at 2:30 p.m. Walima Niyaz will inshallah be served after the program. If I can now kindly welcome Anjumane Pursadar and Imam Zamanu to come and do a qasida for us. Let's welcome them with another salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
नारा रिसाला तेरा रजब की रातें ये शाह नजफ तक पहुंचना है कुले मा नारा हैदरी ये भी कम है नारा हैदरी बराए खुशनुद मौलाए कायनात बावाज़ बुलंद सलावत
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين بولاية أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام صلوات على محمد وآل محمد मोमिनीन आप सबको इस दिन और माह रजब की बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो। मौला की बारगाह में हम अपनी तरफ से चंद मनक़बत पेश करेंगे, इंशाअल्लाह आप दुआ और दाद भी देंगे। इससे पहले बुलंद से बुलंद आवाज़ में आप सलवात पढ़ें मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद पर। एक फिर से सलवात पढ़ें मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद पर। مرتضی آ گئے 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 مرتضی
سب بولیں
مرتضی آ گئے مرتضی مرتضی آ گئے خانہ کبریا مسکرانے لگا گود میں مصطفیٰ کی علی دیکھ کے کوئی خوش تھا کوئی دل ملانے لگا مرتضی آ گئے 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 مرتضی
خانہ کبریا ہے یہ تیرا رجب مسکراتے رہو دل منافق کا کھل کر جلاتے رہو
جب مسکراتے رہو دل منافق کا کھل کر جلاتے رہو ہاں جلاتے رہو اس کی ملتی رہی سیدہ کی دعا جو علی کا قصیدہ سنانے لگا مرتضی آ گئے مرتضی آ گئے مرتضی I'll take it. Will you bring the drum? Okay. I'll take it. عاشقوں کا تو چہرہ نکھرتا رہا اور منافق کا چہرہ اترتا رہا
عاشقوں کا تو چہرہ نکھرتا رہا اور منافق کا چہرہ اترتا رہا
ہاں اترتا رہا سب کے شجروں کی پہچان ہوتی رہی جب میں نعرہ علی کا لگانے لگا
سب مل کے بولیں حیدری نعرہ حیدری
last verse. I'll take it, it's fine, I'll take it.
یا علی
I'm taking the last one, buzz میں حیدر
اے اندرا
عاشقوں کا تو چہرہ نکھرتا رہا اور منافق کا چہرہ اترتا رہا
عاشقوں کا تو چہرہ نکھرتا رہا اور منافق کا چہرہ اترتا رہا
ہاں اترتا رہا سب کے شجروں کی پہچان ہوتی رہی جب میں نعرہ علی کا لگانے لگا.
سمجھ کے بولے حاضری
گئے مرتضیٰ گئے. بس میں حضرت مرتضیٰ گئے مرتضیٰ گئے مرتضیٰ گئے. بزم حیدر میں تم روز جایا کرو اپنا سویا مقدر جگایا کرو.
بزم حیدر میں تم روز جایا کرو اپنا سویا مقدر جگایا کرو.
ہاں جگایا کرو ان کی محفل میں جو آنے جانے لگا. عرش والوں سے ملنے ملانے لگا. مرتضیٰ آ گئے مرتضیٰ آ گئے مرتضیٰ آ گئے مرتضیٰ آ گئے. ایک صلوات پڑھے محمد و آل محمد پر. سولیو صاحب
یا علی یا علی یا علی علی مرتضیٰ لافتہ شیر یزدان یا علیہ یا علی 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 مرتضیٰ لافتہ شیر یزدان یا علیہ یا علی 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 مرتضیٰ لافتہ شیر یزدان. تو چاروں نعرہ حیدری یا علی علی نعرہ حیدری یا علی علی بولو دل سے سبھی یا علی علی بولو دل سے سبھی یا علی یا علی 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 مرتضیٰ لافتہ شیر یزدان یا علی یا علی علی لافتہ شیر یزدان. تو چاروں شیر پہ توجہ چاہتا ہوں. تاج نام علی ہے عبادات کا چھوڑو ایسی نمازوں کا کیا فائدہ. تاج نام علی ہے عبادات کا چھوڑو ایسی نمازوں کا کیا فائدہ. جن میں نام علی ہی نہ شامل ہوا اس سے بہتر ہے سجدہ کیا نہ کیا. بن نبی کے عبادات کا کیا مزہ. یا علی علی یا علی مرتضیٰ لافتہ شیر یزدان یا علی یا علی 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 مرتضیٰ لافتہ شیر یزدان یا علی.
سر سے پا تک محمد کی پہچان ہے،
مصطفیٰ کے بدن میں علی جان ہے،
سر سے پا تک محمد کی پہچان ہے،
مصطفیٰ کے بدن میں علی جان ہے، مصطفیٰ نے کیا خود میں اعلان ہے، جو علی کی ولایت کا فرمان ہے، لب مصطفیٰ سے خدا کہہ رہا یا علی یا علی یا علی مرتضیٰ یا فتح شیر یزدان یا علی یا علی 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 مرتضیٰ یا فتح شیر یزدان یا علی یا علی یا علی، پڑھیں ہمارے ساتھ،
نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں سمجھ کے بولے
چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا
میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا، مسکراتا ہوا میں نجف کو چلا، مسکراتا ہوا میں نجف کو چلا، میں نجف کو چلا، میں نجف کو چلا،
میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو
بس وہ جاتا ہے جس کو بلاتے ہیں وہ،
بس وہ جاتا ہے جس کو بلاتے ہیں وہ، بس وہ جاتا ہے جس کو بلاتے ہیں وہ، حکم حیدر ملا میں نجف کو چلا، حکم حیدر ملا میں نجف کو چلا، میں نجف کو چلا، میں نجف کو چلا، میں نجف کو چلا،
سب بولے
چلا، میں نجف کو نجف کو
آج جشن منانے چاہیے کو چلا، سب بولے
نجف کو
سب بولے میں
میں لکھاتا ہوں جنت کا لکھو پتا،
میں لکھاتا ہوں جنت کا لکھو پتا، میں لکھاتا ہوں جنت کا لکھو پتا، میں لکھاتا ہوں جنت کا لکھو پتا، قاسمینوں نجف سامرا کربلا، قاسمینوں نجف سامرا کربلا،
حیدر 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 حیدر
میں نجف کو چلا، میں نجف کو چلا،
یا نجف کو چلا
میں نجف کو چلا، میں نجف کو چلا، میں نجف کو چلا،
سنیں
اے میری موت رک تھوڑی مہلت تو دے،
اے میری موت رک تھوڑی مہلت تو دے، اے میری موت رک تھوڑی مہلت تو دے، اے میری موت رک تھوڑی مہلت تو دے، تو بھی چل ساتھ چل میں نجف کو چلا، تو بھی چل ساتھ چل میں نجف کو
چلا میں نجف
کو چلا، چلا
میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا
ایک دن میں بھی دیکھوں علی کا حرم،
ایک دن میں بھی
توجہ ایک دن میں بھی دیکھوں علی کا حرم سن لی میری دعا میں نجف کو چلا سن لی میری دعا میں نجف کو چلا
میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو پڑھے میں نجف کو چلا ہاں میں نجف کو چلا
بس وہ جاتا ہے جس کو بلاتے ہیں وہ
بس وہ جاتا ہے جس کو بلاتے ہیں وہ
بس وہ جاتا ہے جس
کو بلاتے ہیں وہ بس وہ جاتا ہے جس کو بلاتے ہیں وہ حکم حیدر ملا میں نجف کو چلا حکم حیدر ملا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو
چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا
نجف کو
چلا میں
نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف
مولا
کو چلا میں نجف کو
مولا 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 نجف کو
میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا
میں نجف کو چلا
میں نجف کو چلا مسکراتا ہوا میں نجف کو چلا مسکراتا ہوا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا
مولا مولا
نجف کو چلا میں نجف کو چلا مسکراتا ہوا میں نجف کو چلا مسکراتا ہوا میں نجف کو چلا
افضل السلام محمد وآل محمد الہی ببیمار دشت بلا جو بیمار ہو جلد پاوے شفا الہی بڑا ہے इमाम ज़मान हमें हौल महशर से दे तू अमान क़यामत को महशूर हो वाली उठे कब्र से कहते हम यार है पाँच वनौ कुल जहार दतन अहमद वली ज़हरा व हसन शबीर से ले इमाम ज़मान शबीर से ले इमाम ज़मान एक एक पे सदा सलवात पढ़ो सलवातो सलाम या इमाम ज़मान फरमाओ ज़ुहूर या इमाम ज़मान सलवात
अस्सलामु अलैका या रसूल अल्लाह अस्सलामु अलैका या अमीर अल-मुअमिनीन अस्सलामु अलैकी या फ़ातिमत ज़हरा सय्यदती निसाइल आलमीन अस्सलामु अलैका या हसन अल-मुज्तबा जमीअन व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहु अस्सलामु अलैका या अबा अब्दिल्लाह وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك عليكم مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله الآخر العهد مني لزيارتكم السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى الصحابة خصوصا سيدي ومولاي أبا الفضل العباس جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء وبعيد المدى السلطان أبا الحسن مولانا علي بن موسى الرضا كن شفيعنا وشفيع والدينا في يوم الجزاء جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا حجة الله يا ابن الحسن يا صاحب العصر والزمان سيدي الأمان 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 من فتنة الزمان السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن السلام عليك يا كعبة الإيمان السلام عليك يا إمامي وإمام الإنس والجان عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهور العمر ورحمة الله وبركاته اللهم كل وليك
وعلى آبائي في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا وذليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم صل
Oh, yeah.